Hello, Deanna here, and thanks so much for being here. So today's video is a book review, and the book I'm reviewing is This Is Me, Loving the Person You Are Today by Chrissy Metz. So this book is a memoir by actress Chrissy Metz. You may recognize Chrissy from her breakout role in the drama This Is Us, where she plays Kate, which is one of the twins in This Is Us. So I'm going to read my summary that I wrote when I posted my review on my blog back in 2019. Chrissy Metz is an incredible actress known for her role on the very emotional comedy drama This Is Us. In her riveting memoir, Chrissy provides raw insight into her emotional childhood and journey to stardom. She highlights her amazing talents and the charm that captivated audiences in her role as Kate. So kind of pretty much what I said. So I fell in love with the actress Chrissy when I saw the first episode of This Is Us, and I saw her stripped down bare as I'd ever seen anyone in a TV show, when she was right down to her undergarments, standing on a scale, looking at the number on a scale. Like, I was totally in awe of the vulnerability of the character in the show, but also the vulnerability that Chrissy showed just to do that in a room full of cameras and directors and all the crew people that you get in a TV set. Like, she really did get down and get vulnerable for everyone to portray that character of Kate. And she talks about in this book how much that was herself too, putting that all out there, because how can it not be a bit of what she has gone through when she has struggled so much her whole life with her weight and the opinions of others, and she explores that in this memoir. Now, if you haven't seen the TV show This Is Us, which I think it's petering out a little bit now, I don't know if it's as popular as it used to be, but it was really, really big a few years ago, especially right about when I was reading this. It was huge on the network, and you just know when you're going to watch an episode of This Is Us, you are going to cry, and Kate has been at the center of so many of those stories where you just need to sob while you're watching this show. So if you haven't seen the show, I do encourage you to check it out, though be prepared to cry. I personally have stopped watching it because it just became me sobbing too much, though I have kind of kept up on what's going on with some spoilers and stuff, but I haven't watched it as much. But I did love that she took This Is Us and she put it as This Is Me for the title. So I thought that was a really cute way that she did that to make this her story and her journey. So I read this book very, very quickly. As soon as I picked it up and started reading it, I couldn't put it down, and I finished it probably in one sitting, maybe two at most, because it was just such a fascinating read. It was so incredible seeing her be so vulnerable in this book and just share her experiences and what she has gone through, where she came from being a shy, timid, overweight girl to getting and breaking into Hollywood, and not being your stereotypical Hollywood actress, and all of what came with that too, and just the insecurities and all of that, and learning to, as the title says, love herself and come to terms with who she is, and that that's okay, and that she loves herself. I also really connected with this story in a lot of ways, because I didn't realize that the actress Chrissy Metz came from a background in poverty and that type of background. So I was really struck by that, coming from growing up in near poverty myself. I did very much relate to that in that regard. And then I loved how she sprinkled throughout this book her little bee moments, because she loves bumblebees. So she would take little breaks in between chapters and just have these bee mindful moments. They weren't in between every single chapter, but they were sprinkled throughout, and it's just like these little be mindful and just like say thank you, and just a little blurb about like saying thank you and stuff like that. And it's just like a reflection. It's kind of like self-help like in a way, so maybe if you don't like self-help you will recoil at this, but I thought it was really sweet how she did that, because it was a way for her to connect with her audience. Like, I think she literally starts this book just being like, hey you, like sit down and like let's read. Yeah, literally the first sentence is hey you. So she very much is talking to the reader through this book, and it really felt like she was talking to us as though she was a close personal friend. Like, she was letting us come in, she was letting us know about a lot of what was going on in her life and what brought her to where she is, and it was just a really cool, cute way for her to connect with us, the reader, and I really did appreciate that and thought that was nice that she did that for her memoir. And I thought those little be mindful moments was a really nice way to like just stop for a moment and kind of reflect on maybe the story that she had just shared, or maybe the antidote that she just had like shared with us, and maybe reflect on what that lesson might have been, or how we might have handled that. Like, it was just nice moments to sit and kind of reflect and have that moment in between her stories. So I did enjoy that. And honestly, I fell in love with this book so much that I recommended it to a few people. I had my sister, I lent it out to her, which I'm not a huge book loaner, and like it's just because I love this so much that I wanted others to read it and experience it. So I lent it to my younger sister, I lent it to my stepdaughter even, and they just both really loved this book as well, and loved the writing style and loved how chatty she was throughout this book, and the stories that she showed as well, and just how much you can relate to her as well in so many different moments. So I think this is definitely a book to share and just give to someone that you know maybe needs to love themselves a little more, or just someone that maybe you love, and having any incredible women in your life that you just want to say I love you and I think you're amazing, and maybe they will get some inspiration from the lovely Chrissy to either say, yes, I need to keep going and keep rocking and keep being amazing, or yes, look how far I've come and I am so amazing and I am awesome. So that could be something to spark that in someone that you love. It was just really fun too to just see like just how happy Chrissy gets, and just how she sees so many of her dreams come true, and that was just so amazing to see in this. So I'm so happy for Chrissy, and I'm so grateful that she brought us the character of Kate, because I think so many women around the world could connect with that, because it was just so real and authentic. And I thank you so much for Chrissy being vulnerable enough to strip down in that first episode and get us all hooked on her. So thank you, Chrissy, for that. So that was just my little video here on this memoir. I think if you are a fantastic woman, or you know a fantastic woman, or even you're just a fantastic person, I'm not going to exclude it to just women, if you're a fantastic person that has hit some goals, or you are trying to hit some goals, maybe you can get some inspiration from Chrissy in this lovely book of hers. So I encourage you to check it out. If you love memoirs, add this one to your library. So that'll be it from me. I give this one 5 out of 5. 5 stars for me. I absolutely love it, and could see myself definitely rereading this, or even just reading some of those be mindful moments. So I love this book. So that's it. I'm gonna leave you all to it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like. I did also post a review on my blog of this one. This was one of my first blog posts way back when, so go ahead and check that out. I'll leave the link in the description if you want to check it out. I always appreciate it. Thank you. So I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Take care of yourself. Thank you for watching, and you will see me next time. Bye!